I'm a I have got a very old association with Dr. Shikha Sharma. And many years before, maybe I'll say before 20, 25 years, when Mr. Shikha Sharma had started this wellness program. That time I had joined in nearly 2000, 2001. And I had my third child. After that, I gained weight. So after that, because of that obesity, Dr. Shikha Sharma's program died, because diet plans were that time coming into, like lot of acknowledgement. Most of the people were not known about these kind of diet plans, and this Dr. Shikha's program came into limelight that time. So I joined her, and I had a very wonderful experience with her, and I lost 16 kgs that time, and that actually boosted me. That gave me a big boost, and I can continue well with my 3 kids, my work. I was teaching and I was working in a school also, and associated with my children a lot of co-curricular activities. So that actually helped me to do multitask and everything, and to manage everything. But slowly and steadily, life kept moving, and more pressure of work and many other things, social pressure and many other pressures, kept coming over in your life, which generally, where we don't have any time as women, we generally don't look after ourselves well. So, and somehow, within a span of more like years, I lost my husband and my mother-in-law. So that tragic moment, that tragic year, changed my life again. And menopause suddenly hit me after my husband's death. It was just after next month only. And earlier, before, I had no problems with my health. It was just a weight gain. But after this menopause, I kept on gaining weight. And last 4 years were really a turmoil for me. And now I was touching 90, which was really giving me a heartbreak that I'm alone here. My 3 kids are studying abroad, and I was not getting time for myself. Like, self love was lost. So here I wanted, when I felt that it was becoming very difficult for me, to do any exercises. When COVID hit me in last October 22, sorry, and my grandchild was born, and I was sitting on the floor, and suddenly I felt that I cannot get up. I cannot hold my baby, which gave me a sudden, setback, that he's my first grandchild and I have to play with him. I'm not able to hold him. My shoulders are paining. I'm not able to get up. My knees are paining. And this cannot be happen. My youngest son was standing there, and twice or thrice he tried to pull me up from the floor. And he was very surprised that my mom is not able to get up from the floor because of the leg pain and because of the weight, and which has started hitting my pains in the leg. So there I thought, no, I have to now. That was the moment where I thought, no, I have to be determined. I have to leave everything, my work, my socializing, whatever. I have to start with the nutrition plan. But over all these years, I had been hearing a lot of other dietitians, other nutritionists. Yes, in between also, somewhere in 20 years, I tried to join other programs also, which were near to my house, and all my friends were doing it. But I could not continue. I never found any interest in that. So, maybe for a week or 1 week, 1 month, I started, I left. But this was the time where I took an oath, no, I have to start. But I will start with Dr. Shikha Sharma. All these years, though, I had been hearing, a lot of my friends are doctors, a lot of my friends are healthcare workers also, because my kids are into healthcare. But then I was never convinced with anyone. I don't know, I always admired Dr. Shikha Sharma, though I have never met her. So this time I thought that I wanted personal appointment with her, and I really want to sit with her. Unfortunately, I came to know that Dr. Shikha Sharma is not available to me personally. But somehow I said, now it's okay. It's her program, and I definitely understand her study very well. So without meeting her personally, I don't know, there is something which actually has given me a boost from her side, and I joined this program. So I joined actually in October, when I came back from Canada after my grandchild. I told you I was in Canada that time when I could not get up from the floor. So I landed here, and within a week I joined the program. But I joined it and I got COVID. After COVID, I had pneumonia. So first 3 months, there were not a regular kind of plans I could manage. And I requested your nutritionist and other doctor also that please give me a break of these 3 months because I have paid for it, but I'm not able to join it. But somehow they all were very supportive, and then I joined next session again. So from I started again from January, May. From there, I will say January, May also I could not do much, but from February till date, I am completely on your diet plan, completely following what your nutrition or your diet, your doctors are giving me. All the herbs I'm following. Though in the starting, I found it a very, very complex and difficult program. I was not happy, frankly, because the kind of diets I had in 2000, 2001, that was monoplans. So they were very easy diets, which were, for that we don't have to go out and hunt for the ingredients. But this time I always had a difficulty, finding ingredients in the starting. Once you set up, then it is fine. But in the starting, as you join, this is the major thing I always discuss with your doctors and all the nutrition. Because if I'm a single person, I'm alone, if I don't have a help, then it is difficult to do this program, any program. For that, like from the day morning to evening, there are multi diets, we have multi dishes we have to take. So if for a smoothie also, for smoothie we need 6 things. Maybe I don't have spinach at home, maybe I don't have pomegranate at home. I'm a single person. मेरे लिए फिर पूरा एक अनार पूरा नहीं यूज होगा, मेरे लिए पूरी पालक की गड्डी एक दिन में नहीं यूज होगी. So that will be difficult. Millets नहीं होंगे, buckwheat नहीं होगा. अगर मैं ब्रांड ले आई तो ओट ब्रांड नहीं है, ओट ब्रांड है तो ओट ब्रांड फ्लावर नहीं है, you know. So slowly and suddenly, so then I started writing it, then what all is required. So now I'm comfortable and I am able to set up all the ingredients. I went to Canada for 3 months in March, and there also I carried all the ingredients, and my daughter organized each and every ingredient for me day to day. That was really helpful for me, and I followed it. Staying in Canada and US for last 3 months, I did not eat anything. I was very, very determined that I have to follow the diets. Yes, I was going out also, but then I was on salads or soups. By now, I know what my body needs and what I want to have and what your diets are. So, Dr. Nagma has been a really great support. She understands me well, and she gives me a lot of time to understand all my needs and all my queries. I really appreciate her, with that much of patience and everything. So if I tell her that I'm out and these are the things which are bothering me, she gives me multi kind of plans. Ma'am, if not this, take this. If not this, then take this, which is actually helping me to do it easily. And I had never taken any allopathic or any kind of Ayurvedic herb in all of my life. I am not a medicine person at all, other than my blood pressure medicine, which is required. This is the first time that I started with Catula, Som Sukhi, Himalayan berry. I'm not fond of any green tea at all. I'm very fond of normal my chai all time, which is now also I'm doing it. But I tell Nagma, I take 6 cups of tea. But I'm difficult for me to green tea. But now I'm having jasmine tea, Himalayan berry, your basil berry. Whatever you guys, your team is guiding me, I'm taking it because I have now determined myself and I'm targeted to lose nearly for 20 kgs, and I have successfully reduced 10 kgs. And I'm very, very happy with this, and I'm very happy that I can see the change in my body, the fluffiness. Like if you see my face now, it was 3 times. You see my chin, this was 3 times. I can see my shoulders, my overall, it's 3 to 4 inches of weight loss from entire my body. And yes, my belly fat is still there because there are tough muscles which will slowly go. And I'm very happy with this program. And I will continue till I have targeted for 20 kgs. For another year, I'm ready to do this. See here, maybe I'm not the right person for all this because My days are very, very complex planned. They are never planned. I am a single working person here, and I have to look after my house on my own. Then many times it is very difficult to start from Himalayan Valley since morning, and how I have to do it. Initial days I was getting it a lot of problems, but then I set up that I have to work on it, because all time I cannot tell my nutritionist that I could not have the plants you have given me, or I could not have the infused water you have given me. But when I started getting the results of that slowly and steadily, maybe even one of the green tea I was having, or maybe one of the infused water I was using, but when I thought that this is giving me good results, I think nothing is difficult to do ahead then. So now I generally see my hours are not fixed, which is really very bad. But now slowly and steadily I'm trying, because I have to carry on with the same plans. So from the morning I start my day with the infused water. I plan it in a prior evening only, how my day is going to be tomorrow and what is my diet. So I look at the entire day plan for, like, tomorrow if I have to day plan. So after 4 o'clock or 5 o'clock I start planning. If I have to soak jeera, ajwain or cinnamon, I soak it right now. And then if I have to soak the nuts, I soak it at night. Every day it is my routine now that I have to soak all the nuts, almond, walnuts, munakka, ghee. That is very important. So it is in my day routine that before sleeping, any time of the day or night, even if it is at 3 o'clock in the night or 4 o'clock also, I remember that I am out and I have to do it, I do it. These like this 4 months, 5 months, I have been traveling a lot. I was on my toes, but I tried to kept my all the timetable and all the plans in front of me, keeping in my mind. In fact, all my family members, they were all very much aware that what is mom's diet plan. What is the if my daughter was going for shopping to Costco or to Lablos, wherever she was going for grocery, it's not that some sabji wala is coming and we can buy anything or send the driver to buy anything. So my daughter used to go to the grocery shop from her work. She used to call me, Mom, what is the next day 3 plans? Because she knew it that I am not going to change it. So now I plan it up prior. Then all the infused water I'm going to have, I plan it a day before. First thing in the morning, I start with my infused water, which is very much must. Then I do Himalayan berry every day. Maybe after 15 minutes, first ajwain water, jeera water, and Himalayan berry. Sometimes both of them. If not, then one of it is must. Then after some time, I have my normal tea, which is very much required. I was very fond of biscuits, but now I have totally out of biscuits. So those soaked almonds, walnuts, and ghee, munakka give me a complete boost of energy in the morning to start my day. So I now keep handful of almonds and walnuts soaked. Whenever I feel hungry during the day also, I keep munching one almond or one walnut. That is best. I love all those soap nuts. Then then is a breakfast, and yes, I go ahead with my breakfast. And breakfast is whatever is recommended. I try, but sometimes I get late also. But then I plan it. I have to go out. Then I plan my lunch and my dinner also. This is I'll tell you, this is the main thing. In 4 months I learned that we need all the chopped vegetables must in our fridge all the time. So this is green capsicum, bell peppers, beans, carrots, onions, tomatoes. These 4-5 things are must every day. Every day we need these green chopped vegetables. Either it can be in quinoa, it can be in pulao, it can be in brown rice, or sauté vegetables, or in the chapati wrap, or in the bread. So this is in my routine that I need all these vegetables in front of me in my fridge every day. We have to follow these methods. So if I make poha, I use gajar, capsicum, and onion with a lot of roasted nuts, roasted peanuts. Then I like to have in the morning vermicelli also, like wheat vermicelli, pulao. Again, all these chopped vegetables are must in that. Then I generally take quinoa also. So all these 3-4 things, whatever every day we are getting, and maybe the apple smoothie is good. Then green smoothie is good. So these things, in routine, upma is good. I try upma also. So all these things in the morning, it is very easy. And sometimes after this, like two idli is not tough. Earlier I used to think, why should I make two idlis only for myself? But somehow I found a way of making two idlis also. So I love making now oat idlis. So they are my part of life now. And I don't crave for, I am a Punjabi woman, make a lot of cooking on my own with pranthas and puris and chole bhatures. But now I am having no craving of any pranthas, no puri, no cholas, nothing in front of me. I'm very, very happy with my morning breakfast and they keep me energetic. Then I know if I'm going out, I'm in the car. By making my breakfast, I start by keeping my another infused water for the on the way, on the road or outside, wherever I'm going. So by 11 o'clock or 12 o'clock, again I take something by lemon water or coconut water or nothing else. Then I keep my water bottle with the lemon slices or mint, which is very, very easy to keep lemon slice water only. If I don't get any other infused water, but yes, water with the lemon slices bottle is every time with me, which I carry along. So that is there. Then in the afternoon, yes, green vegetable, ghia, pinda, tori, zucchini, any kind of vegetable I cook every day. Any vegetable I cook every day. Can be spinach, mushroom, anything I can saute. And then whatever is recommended, mainly with the ragi flour chapati or any brown rice, or it is a quinoa pulao, any kind of millet. Like in your diets, it is mainly the millets, not the main wheat. Not whole wheat is not there. Mainly all the millets we are using every other day. That is the main thing. So then all these ragi flour, jowar, oats, every day using bran. Bran was the only thing which I had used 20 years before my program. But now other millets, all other millets have been added. I have learned now slowly, which I was finding in the difficulty in the starting, but now I'm enjoying it. And they're part of my life now. Then by evening, yes, I munch a lot. I have cravings. So I keep roasted peanuts every day in my house. It is my routine. Roasted makhanas without any chaat masala, namak, I do not use that. They are must for me. I keep it there. And the wheat khapra. That is what. These three things are always with me wherever I feel hunger pranks at night also. My roasted peanuts are in front of me. I don't buy peanuts from the market. I roast myself. 1 kg of peanut bag roasted in a big kadhai is very useful for 1 week. 1 big makhana packet roasted in big kadhai, 1 week done.
So it is very easy making the healthy snacks at your place.
Yeah, so wherever you go, put it in a Ziploc, carry it along. So all my friends, my relatives, my kids, wherever I was traveling with them. So I told you I have been traveling a lot. So they knew it, the nutty bags are with mom. And roasted chanas also. They were also very, very helpful. So my kids, sometimes when we were sleeping together at night, they used to have biscuits, chips, and nachos with dips. What they were liking my bhuna hua chanas. They said, "Oh, mom, we got the bhune hue chane ki adat dal di." So all my kids are now enjoying bhuna chanas and makhanas also. So I'll tell everyone that it is not difficult. It is just the mindset. Just keep it, plan it, organize it, and just execute it. This is not difficult. And then for dinner also, I do it earlier. And yes, the main planning is about the vegetables. We just have to see whatever is available in the fridge we need it. Those green vegetables are very, very must all the time. And if soup is there and sauté vegetables or dal, and best is the wheat flakes. If it is no salt, then no salt is also easy. Many, I think I'll say 90% of the people find it very difficult to go for no salt dinner. They say we can't stay without salt, but it's not. It's not. There are many other things, we can munch nuts, we can have flax seeds, so which can cut down our the craving for the salt. So that really helps me. Yeah, once we start looking at it in a positive way, if we talk to the nutritionist, oh no, we are not getting the taste. I also had problems in the starting. Then I spoke to my nutritionist. They helped me. I told them, no, you have to give me multi-plans. It can't be only one ragi roti. And if I don't have ragi, then you have to give me options. So if we have options, multiple options for breakfast, this and this. And then if we look at the diet plan of the day, it is not difficult. We have to give it to the positive approach. Oh, I have to eat this only. I have to plan according to this only. So I don't think so. See, rajma everybody is having. If rajma chaat in the morning, I'm having it. It is something which I actually put a habit for my kids also. They all learn that a rajma chaat is so good. And the same rajma I used to cook for gravy rajma in the afternoon. Then other people also started having with quinoa. I boiled quinoa, a big bowl of quinoa for everyone. So other than rice, they also started having with quinoa. So they developed also. So I think that your family also start enjoying when you introduce them these things. So they feel that other ingredients and other dishes are useful too. It is up to us how we cook, or if you're teaching our maids also or our helpers also in the house how they're cooking it. I think family also starts loving it.
It's all about the surroundings, right? The kind of environment.
All of the surroundings, yeah. Surroundings, and I think it all depends from us, within us. However, maybe Nagma is teaching me all the things every day. But it is me if I have to be determined or not, it is me. So, but we can find easy ways and happiness in the diet, in the ingredients with our positive approach, yes. I was monitoring my blood pressure because my blood pressure had been always on the high side, which was nearly 165 and 100, 105. Mainly my blood pressure was always 160, 100, which was, keeping stagnant. And I was having a lot of earlier, because I told you I never had any medicines before. But now, last year when I had COVID, I thought of having all my tests done. So vitamin D, iron deficiencies, calcium deficiencies, vitamin D deficiencies, I got everything. So last June I started with the supplements. But now I went to my doctor yesterday only, and he said I don't need any supplements because I told him that I'm doing this program. And he was very, very impressed losing my 9 to 10 kgs weight. And he said, oh, all these herbs are really helping you. So I think you should stop all these omega and all the capsules. Because already I'm having flaxseed, already I'm having all kinds of berry and your Himalayan berries and every other Gacula also I'm taking. So in fact, few of the herbs he was not clear of. Then I showed him that the entire from the app I showed him, and he was really impressed on that. So he said you don't have to take any of these now if you're taking these natural herbs. So continue with it. So my cholesterol is better now, my vitamin D is fine, my calcium is okay, and I'm not having those kind of feelings in my body. I feel too light. Even my breathing also has improved. Because sometimes in my anxiety, I tend to speak very quickly. In my anxiety, I tried a lot of things, to come up at one bunch of it. But now I am taking a pause. My anxiety is reduced. Mainly my anxiety is reduced. It has really helped me. And then my blood pressure is now normal. Normal, I'll say it's not 120/80. But yes, 135, 40, and it's 90, 95. It's not 100. So this is me. That and my sugar was always, I was never a diabetic person because it was always a borderline. But now it is no borderline. The main message I will say that all other who want to go ahead with it, do not think it as a diet plan. Do not think it as a medication you are taking it from a dietitian or you are joining a plan. Just think it as a positive way that you are just planning your habits. You are just tuning your mind towards the ingredients you are using, towards the cooking you are doing every day. Just take it that way, then nothing is difficult. So it's just the determination and the tuning of our mindset and our taste buds. Nothing else. Everything is same. All the vegetables we are using, everything we are using, whatever rajma, chole, chawal, all we are using it. It's just a mindset how we are cooking it. It's just a little implementation of the ingredients and the cooking, nothing else. This is it. And it is not difficult at all. Anyone can do it, and it's not too difficult. It's not a rocket science, of course. Yes, I have been doing from last 6 months, more than 6 months now. This is my third time. And maybe I know it that entire 2023 till December, I'm not going to leave it. I have to continue. Yeah. So yes, all your team is really very supportive. Everybody is continuously in touch with me. Either I was in Delhi, Canada, US, wherever. They were looking up after me according to my timetable, according to my availability, and according to the ingredients. In fact, Nagma used to ask me also, ma'am, what is available? Tell me, I'll just make the plan accordingly. Then if I'm standing at the grocery store, if I message that I'm here and I don't have plans for next 4 days, there and then she messaged me, okay ma'am, now 4 days nights are here, just buy your ingredients. So these kind of things really motivate me, and I'm able to move on ahead also with it. Okay.